Alright guys, so here are my goals for 2020. So I'm going to be swapping this out for 2021, but I wanted to kind of go over what I wanted to accomplish, the things that I accomplished and the things that I wasn't able to. But that's why we set goals, guys. So 2020 was the year of crap, as we all know. But I really wasn't affected too much, so I was still able to accomplish some of the things that I wanted to accomplish. So right here, number one, compete in the OCB Transformation Challenge in September, which I did. I can link the show day video if you'd like. You can see my, or I can link the whole OCB prep series up here in the cards. So I was able to do that. Once the gym shut down, I pretty much had went into get back to the drawing board and come up with a different plan, because at the time I felt that people, like, I watch a lot of fitness YouTube channels, and a lot of people who compete, professionals, they were on prep. And once everything shut down, like, they just stopped. They were like, you know what, I don't know what to do. All this uncertainty, blah, blah, blah. But for me, it was like, just get back to the drawing board, go back to the basics. So took a little bit of my emergency fund and I bought some equipment for my basement, which I have those videos also in my OCB prep, playlist series. So you can see those. So I was able to still compete because the show still went on. Once everything kind of started getting later into the year, things started reopening, the gyms reopened, all of that good stuff. I was able to, get back into the gym and continue with prep. So I just wanted to make it like, nothing ever changed. So I know a lot of beginners, they just kind of fell off. They didn't know what to do, this, that, and the third. But me being an advanced gym goer, lifter, whatever, I knew how to, adjust my training for little to, no equipment, things like that. So I was very excited about that. So we checked that one off. Get personal training certification. Wasn't able to do that because all the facilities shut down, like all the testing facilities. My local community college here has a testing center, so they just shut everything down. They shut the college down, they shut the testing center down. So I was unsure when they would open things back up. I don't think they even still really fully open back up, but I did call the testing center and they are back open for business. They move things around for social distancing purposes, yada yada yada. I have to be masked up, when I go in there. So I actually called the American Council on Exercise and asked how much the test will be for my personal training certification. It is $250, and then I have to spend $80 on recertification for CPR as well with the Red Cross. They have their own little CV-19 protocols and stuff like that. So and I think I just said that was $80. So I have to spend a little bit of money on that, but that's why I have a sinking fund for that. So I wasn't able to really do anything, and I didn't want to read and try to retain all this knowledge for however long until the centers open back up. So I'm going to get back on this starting this month, and I'm going to show you guys my new goal for 2021 that I have for this. Save and purchase a new pre-owned Ford Edge. I ended up getting a Ford Escape. It's pre-owned. The guy that had it before, it was an older gentleman. He was leasing it, turned it back in, only had 14,000 miles on it. My car took a dump, so that's why I had this on here, because I already knew I was up there in miles anyway, and I was starting to have problems kind of in the beginning of the year anyway. So it was just like, I knew I was going to start sinking all kind of money into it. So I just wanted to get a new vehicle, and it ended up happening, I believe, in May. So yeah, so runs great. I love it, and it's so this scratch that out. Just put Ford Escape there. But either way, but I had my eye on the Ford Edge though. So next, pay my daughter's braces in full. Since it is the holiday week, I haven't got the confirmation that they even got my check. I don't know too many places that don't have some sort of online payment system, but this place, they don't have an online payment system, so I had to actually send checks to it, California. So it is what it is. But I put that in my last budget video. So I sent $850 earlier in December, and they cashed that. Then I sent another one like on the 21st, but it hasn't been cashed yet, so I don't know if they even got it yet. I'm still waiting on confirmation that they, once it cashes, I have to call them. Once it cashes and I see that it's cleared my account, I'm going to call them to see how much I have left because of interest, this, that, and the third, and so I want to make sure that I pay that. I believe I can pay it over the phone. So actually, I'm just going to go on and check this one off. Boom. So I'm happy about that. Next up is travel. Of course, we weren't allowed to travel anywhere in 2020, but I put that on there because I was supposed to go to California and see my brother for a military event, and that did not happen, of course. He lives in Southern California, right near Venice. I wanted to go to Gold's Gym. I wanted to go to Barbell Brigade. I wanted to go to Metroflex Long Beach. I wanted to go to all these different gyms that I love watching the YouTube channels on and things like that. So obviously we weren't able to do that in 2020. So and then last one here, save and or invest at least $1,000. This was mainly for my starter emergency fund. Was able to do that. I actually ended up using some right at the end of December because December 1st we had a bad snowstorm, and I hit something and it kind of threw my balance and wheel alignment off and this, that, and the third. I always like to get new tires in December anyway, just because of the snow and things like that. So I was in the market to get new tires anyway, and so once I took it in, they were like, everything looks okay. I think you just really got to get the new tires, and we just got to hit your alignment. So I did that with the oil change and everything, but new tires are expensive. So and I like to get new tires just because of safety reasons in the rain, sleet, and snow here in Ohio. So I was able to do that, and I'm going to be replenishing that this year. All right, guys, so '21 goals. So here are my 2021 goals. So the top of the list is compete in the upcoming OCB Battle of the Great Lakes Natural Show on September 11th, 2021. This is going to be a military focused event. I am a veteran of the United States Army, so I'm really excited to do this one. No transformation challenge this time, so I got to really bring my best. So I'm going to be kicking ass on prep for the next 9 months. It's not a problem for me. I know what works for me and what doesn't. So I do everything by myself. So it's it's a little bit harder. Last year was a fiasco with COVID and everything, and having I had a personal trainer, and it was a bad experience. So anyway, so I'm going to be doing that in conjunction with the First Form, my transformation challenge. They're kicking off their New Year's transformation challenge on the 11th of this month. So but you can start like a week early. So I'm gonna get so you kind of have like a leg up on some of the competition because it's an 8-week challenge. But if you start like a week early, because registration's already open, so you can upload your pictures. Like I believe once you upload your pictures, you're kind of in the challenge already. So and then it runs until whatever date, like March 8th or something like that. So So that's always priority number one, man, is to compete and just get my body back into shape, because I had some problems going on with my knee at the end of my show, and I had to go to the doctor, and so I actually took the rest of the year off of 2020. So I'm ready to get back into it, man. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like a gazelle now, so ready to get back after it. Number 2, study for and test for the ACE personal training exam. So I'm ready to get back after this and get that exam crushed this time, since I am paying for it. I mean, technically I paid for it before when I bought the course, but just didn't take it seriously. But if 2020 has taught us anything, is that you need more income. Like, you gotta kick ass, guys. You gotta make your own stimulus package. I said this in my rant video. So getting this personal training certification is definitely going to help. I'm not looking to work for a gym per se, but it is a good start. But I want to just build up some clientele and things like that, and get some passive income coming in. All right. So number 3 is pay at least $20K down on my debt. So basically, I'm just going to be focusing on my car. That's the next debt to kind of get crushed and knocked out. Like I said, my daughter's braces are pretty much paid in full. And then I have my Midland Credit Management. I'm pretty much just going to call them, knock that one out, and then focus on the car. Student loans are deferred until the end of January. I think I might be able to get one knocked out. It's down to like $990, so like a little under $1,000. Since the interest is accruing on it right now, I'm gonna try to do my best to go on and knock that one out. So we'll see. Number 4, read more books about personal finance. This is like, so like I'm loving like podcasts and stuff right now. So to go along with this one is, I should have wrote that on here, but I stopped listening to the radio, traditional radio, because number 1, I'm 45 years old. The music today is crap to me, so now I feel like I'm turning into an old man. Like, my mom used to be in the car listening to our music, Criss Cross and Genuine and stuff like that, and MC Hammer, and they thought our music was crap. So now the stuff my daughter listens to, I think, is just total crap. But it is what it is. We get older, things change. But I'm trying to listen to more talk radio and things like that. So like on Sundays, I listen to this lady named Kim Commando. She does a 3-hour show about like all things digital, cybersecurity, hacking, things like that. Like, how to protect yourself online, this, that, and the third. But what I'm finding out is just that, a lot of stuff is just, it's not I don't know, it's not entertaining. So it's like, so going along with this is to start listening to more podcasts. I've already started, like this last week, Christmas week and New Year's week. I started listening to more podcasts, like the His and Her Money podcast, and just listening to other people crushing their debt and becoming millionaires or getting financially free, things like that. So that's number 4, man, and I'm already started on that. I actually have these books right here. They're always recommended in a lot of the podcasts, so I thought I'd take a look at them. Chris Hogan's Retire Inspired. I actually like his voice and his podcast and stuff like that as well. Very knowledgeable guy, works with Dave Ramsey. So you can check them out on YouTube as well. And so I really like him. So everybody always keeps recommending this book. So I got this. It came like right. It came like right before the new year. So, everything was going to hell with the delivery and things like that, U.S. Postal Service and things, but they delivered it. So I got it. I'm good on that one. I am almost done with Love Your Life, Not Theirs by Rachel Cruz, which is Dave Ramsey's daughter. And this book right here, I was actually looking for this book on Amazon, and then this book came up suggested, and just the title alone got me like, oh man, like I already know this is about comparison. So, let me take a look at that. And I love this book already. I'm going to do a full review on it when I'm done with it. And then she was also on the His and Her Money podcast talking about this. So I didn't know that this book was like 3 years old. So, but really good book right there. And then number 5 is just be more consistent with my YouTube channel, man. I know I don't have to do anything fancy, and you know, I don't have to have drones and all these different fancy edits and all of that stuff. I'm just gonna continue to do what I do, and just be consistent, and hope my channel grows a little bit more, you know, because I want to get my story out to more people. All right, so that's really all I got for you guys on this one, man. I want to say Happy New Year. Let's crush it, and make goals, not resolutions. All right, guys, because you know what, resolutions, you're gonna be fired up, you know, the first week of January, and then the second week you're gonna go back to your old habits and your old ways. So, you know, like I showed you before, 2020, I was checking them off as I was doing them, and it just helps you stay motivated and stay dedicated to what you said you're gonna do. All right, so I actually have I got my new wall calendar for 2021, so I'm gonna be checking these things off, you know, these dates off as I do things. So I'm really excited for 2021. I believe, you know, the bad times don't come to stay, they come to pass. All right, so that's all I got for you guys right now, man. Please like, comment, subscribe, man, and I will see you guys on the next one. Your boy Jay Dizzle, I'm out. Peace.